I am going to tell you about the night I worked my first solo shift at a pawn shop, and I need you to understand from the beginning that there were two things happening that night. One of them I understood while it was happening. One of them I did not understand until it was almost too late. The one I understood was a man named Denny. The one I did not understand was a box. I am going to tell you about both of them in the order they happened because the order is the only way any of it makes sense. And even then, I am not sure it makes sense. But it is what happened, and I am going to tell you. I started at the pawn shop in September. Second job, 3 nights a week, the overnight shift from 8 in the evening until 2 in the morning. I was 27 and trying to pay down credit card debt, and a friend of a friend had mentioned that the owner of a pawn shop on the east side was looking for someone reliable for nights. The owner's name was Gerald. He interviewed me for 20 minutes, showed me the buy sheet and the pricing guides and the security system, told me the rules, and offered me the job. The rules were simple. Never go over budget on a single item without calling him. Never let anyone behind the counter. Never open the back room door for anyone but Gerald or his son Marcus. Keep the front door locked after 10 and use the intercom for late customers. Call the police if anything felt wrong and do not try to handle it yourself. The shop was not large. A front room with glass display cases running the length of both side walls and a long counter at the back. Guitars on hooks above the cases. A rack of power tools near the door. Shelves of electronics, cameras, small appliances, jewelry under glass. The back room was storage and Gerald's office and was kept locked. The front door had a deadbolt and an intercom camera above it. I had done 3 training shifts with Gerald before he left me alone. He was thorough and patient, and he trusted me, which I could feel and which I took seriously. The training shifts had been busy in a moderate way. Regular customers who knew the shop and what they wanted. The occasional person walking in off the street with something to sell. Nothing complicated. He left me alone for the first time on a Wednesday in late October. I should tell you about Denny before I tell you about the first solo shift, because Denny had been fired from this job 2 weeks before I was hired, and Gerald had mentioned him once in a way that I had not paid enough attention to. He had said, "If a man named Dennis comes in, do not let him behind the counter and call me immediately." I had asked why. Gerald had been quiet for a moment and then said, "He left under difficult circumstances, and he is not welcome in the shop." I had noted this and moved on. I had not asked for a description. I had not asked what difficult circumstances meant.